Hello, hello, gentlemen. It is another Battle Brothers Monday, yet again. Ugh. Take a little last sip of my water here. I am. I don't know if I've said this before. I probably have. I am now like legitimately giddy when Monday comes around. I, I am. I purposefully do not play Battle Brothers during the week anymore. So when Monday comes around, I can really sink my teeth into it. But I have been I've been jonesing this week. Something fierce. Mm. Let's pop the game open. Battle Brothers. Okay, here we can swap over. Very nice. I can't even remember the situation of our crew at this point. How goes the war, Battle Brother? Very good. I think this is our maybe not our longest running save, but the one that has crossed. This is the second time we've gone from a save has gone to 2 streams. So I don't know. Hopefully we got the one here. We got a Budareka. Ironically, you got a little level up here. You're gonna be. Do you have adaptive? Yes. So you can be the banner guy. If we were to give it to you. Maybe not. Maybe you just be. What's our team comp here? Gotcha's got like a sling in the front row with a spear. Alopi's just got a little dagger. Maybe we swap it out for this axe. I think so. 2 poachers, Venizi and a Garg. Akizuki's the battleman. Pocket sand every time you're upset. At this point, I'll have to go into the goddamn code of this and make you a fucking pocket sand mod just so you just so you can have what you want, dude. Let's see. We don't have the ability. We don't have the ability. Lol, that would be cool. It's probably a little outside of my level of. We are in the desert. We are in the desert. Put some in your pocket. I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. If I had a girl in the crib, I would call her. Okay, we're gonna go fatigue, HP. I'll just take the low melee roll because yours is abysmal right now. What's stopping me from scooping? Yeah, this game's bullshit. If I had a wife, I'll divorce her. I don't think that's a lyric in the song. Okay, this is a decent little team comp here. Let's see where we're at. I think. How much are we paying these dorks? 76 a day. Where the hell did we leave off here? Anything good in this town? Probably not. I wish it was like 6'9". Yes, there it is. Okay, we don't want to do caravan stuff. I will say I did break my own rule. I should legally be allowed to throw bolas at people. I think there's bolas in this game, but there's no like debuff or anything applied. I think the goblins have bolas. Which is funny that we haven't fought any yet, frankly. Gotcha's in the easy now. I have at least 2,000 bucks. Akizuki's exhausted because we've been walking through the desert. Easy now. Can we take this? 14 to our 6? Probably not. I know they're all indebted, but our guys are not great at the moment. If we can run them into this caravan, I wouldn't say no. No. Come on now. Get the hell off the road. These guys are tiptoeing around me, man. Okay, all right. That was a close. The radius with which you can actually get like tapped and attacked by those parties is a little like larger than you think. It's not exactly around like your party's character model. It's like a radius that slightly goes outside of it. So it is slightly scary. Escort caravan, which I don't want to do. Desert raiders. Wait, can we gear up at all? Hmm. Housemaid? What do you got, girl? Seductive, gluttonous? Not great. We just kind of need somebody who's cheap and gonna die. To be honest, I think I'm sleeping on using because I'm naming them after you guys. I'm sleeping on using these dudes as just like meat shields who I know are gonna bite it, which unfortunately I think is a large part of the early game. I don't want to get close. Me Bumbaclot? What? Why are we Jamaica posting? Did I say anything remotely close to that? I don't think I did, right? Let's see here. Seductive and gluttonous? Yeah, we Jamaican. Just pure racism in the chat. Not even trying to hide it. $280 to murder. I'll take it. They've done nothing wrong. They've done nothing to you. I don't know why you have, like, allowed this hatred in your heart. Oh, man. I am currently snowed the hell in the tri-state area. There was just another giant snowstorm. We just got, like, a foot of snow, and I just got done shoveling, like, maybe 20 minutes ago. Very chilly. God forbid Jamaicans be known as chubby chasers. My sister lives there. She sent me a video. Yeah, it's pretty, I'm usually the guy who says, I wish we got more snow. And I think I should have shut my goddamn mouth. No, you know what? Fuck that. No, I'd gladly take the wonderful snowy landscape for, like, shoveling for, like, an hour or two, to be honest. It's not even that bad. Steak too juicy. You hate snow. You are the one who complains about snow constantly. It's thundering here. How far from the epicenter are you? Oh, Budareka, you've got the dog. Yeah, that's right. Maybe it would have been wise to pull back a bit, but I think we'll be okay. Really far? Oh, okay, alright. Different storm system. Good on you for not doxing yourself. Yeah. Do you also wish you could get with Leoshi because she don't know you, but she's really fine? Yes, indeed I do. I wish I was a little... I wish. You need to go. Vinizzi can wait his turn. Today is Friday in California. Shoot. Ooh. Hey, you know what I was thinking? And I floated this... Oh, let's see. I floated this idea to Red after yesterday's stream. But I think I could stand to go a little bit longer, like an hour longer on each of these streams, now that I'm a little more comfortable doing it. And then... Because I know there was some people wanted RimWorld, which we said we're going to stream on this upcoming Thursday, and a lot of people wanted Dark Souls 2. The poll was pretty definitive. It was like 7-3 in the Discord, I think. But there might be some... Do you have quick hands? No. There might be some merit to simply adding an hour onto each stream, and then just splitting it at the halfway point, so we can do, have a little more variety. We might do that next Thursday, or this Thursday. So we can still do, like, Battle Brothers Monday consistently. Damn, my kill count's getting up there. Yeah, we'll check, we'll do like a stat check after this battle. Yeah, so whatever. Fuck it. Let that guy go. But I figure that could be fun. Because with 2 streams, like, public during the week, it's a little difficult to cover all the bases for, like, everybody, what everybody wants. I think we have, like, at least 4 different things that people kind of want to see, which is Warhammer, Battle Brothers, DS2, and RimWorld at this moment in time. So I figure by splitting up both the streams, we can get a little more variety in there. Although we might not make as much progress in Battle Brothers during the week that I would like. Morrowind win. That's going to be a commitment. Ideally, I'd play Morrowind off stream because that's going to be a lot of me like silently reading stuff. So like for my inaugural playthrough, I might Ronnie didn't actually help all that much. Oblivion win. I think I'd bring some people on to voice characters. That would be fun. Oh, geez, just abysmal stats across the board here. We'll take that high health roll. I'm going to get my popcorn reading. Hey, how about this? I was thinking this Friday we swap out the Discord stream and we play a 4X game. That might be fun. Because I know we were floating that idea last Discord stream. I was playing a little bit of Civ 6 the other day, which I was really taking a bite out of. I forgot how much I like playing that. It could be very, very engaging to scream at one another in the chat over who deserves to settle where. Rotation's pretty goddamn good. Athlete sprint. I've never used sprint. This could be okay. Slinger spins. Prepare bullets each time you wait your turn. Increase damage by 10% of your initiative and range of attacks by 1. Taking ballistics increases armor penetration. If you get hit, move, or switch weapons, you'll lose it. One-handed slings now ignore shield bonuses. Allows you to launch bombs and flask from your staff sling. It would be a commitment to dedicate one. I don't think I want to try this now, but I think eventually I want to try somebody doing a hybrid like slinger build, because this does not sound bad, but it feels like the kind of thing that you really got to pump some of these skill points into to make it like worthwhile at all. I think we'll just go standard and give you like relentless onslaught on a hit, or maybe feint, seeing that your melee skill is pretty poor. And you're gonna miss a bunch with the sling anyway. Yeah, we're going feint. Have you seen the Warlocracy Morrowind videos? Those were the videos that almost convinced me to pick it up. Like, those videos are great. He's gonna have Wind Reader. So maybe we go for this. Yeah, the, what is it? The, I can't remember what his character's name was. Isn't his Nord character from those videos now actually in properly, the, I can't remember what the like world expansion mod is. The like major one. I cannot for the life of me remember. Niece's jail. Yes. When I saw that on Twitter, I think I posted something like Warlocracy. I tweeted something, and I think Warlocracy liked it. that was the. I wore that as a badge of honor when that happened the first time. W. I must have tweeted something like Warlocracy reference, billions must. Oh, it was like real choices and consequences gaming or something like that. Not that it matters, but liked from the pits of Eurojank hell. But yeah, I mean I love Warlocracy. That's no secret. That's no secret around here. Okay, just got paid and I got a day off. Yeah, higher item costs. Yeah, we don't want to buy shit here. Disturb... No. I don't want to fight any undead right now. Don't put me in, coach. Anybody level just from that? No. Let's see. What is the direction we should take this party? I actually got the chance... Goatskin tent, hide tarps have been dipped in purple dyes, and there are fresh daisies twisted into knots of matted goat hair. Old woman with a hunt. Okay, this is a witch. Tell me my fortune. No, I think I'm out. I don't want to mess with no witch right now. Sorry, lady. Just don't like him. Couple provisions here. How are we on tools? These are pretty cheap. Relatively. Coward? I don't want anybody to fucking die. That's probably a safe event. Like, I don't think anybody would have died from that one, but... This is Iron Man, dude. Everybody's at risk. I can't remember if there are actually any, like... events that will lead to a character death. I think there's a fake out one. But I have not seen one yet that actually kills a character. There very well could be some. Like, I think I've seen injury ones, but not ones that actually murder one of your dudes. This might be above our pay grade, but I think we're going to take it. Yeah, a bunch of rabble. Yeah, okay, so we can safely do these two skull return item ones now. We got to get some better armor. We're all pretty lightly equipped. We're going to get Akizuki up on this little hill here. Coward. I also might make Elden Ring on the Thursday streams, like a regular thing with Hero. And then that way, I'd start at like 7. Then we get like an hour and a half at the beginning of stream to play whatever, you know, RimWorld, DS2, whatever we want to do that week. And then I'll take like a 15-minute break at like the halfway mark. And then we could do seamless co-op for the last like hour and a half. I think that sounds fun. Because again, there's only so much I can do by streaming twice a week. Push like here. Hold on to the dog. The shovel guy can attack from there, or he can step. Someday we will find a hot witch wife. There's a fairly common event that happens to you in like northern settlements in this game, where you will run into like a Vala, like a Norse like spellcaster. I think there has not been one legend save where that has not happened to me. So I think it's fairly consistent. We should honestly start walking up there right now to see if we can get that to proc. Because again, it's fairly consistent. And she's good because one of the low tier skills of her is to spawn like a ghost. It's a pretty shit at first, but it scales with her like resolve. Neezy's in a kind of a rough spot here. Did these gentlemen already go this turn? Yeah, let's wait and try and clear that up. Does Garg just want to whip out his axe? There's only so much clearing we can do here. Yeah, let's go to town. I think now's time for the dog. Can he release it and still attack this turn? Yes. End these yokels. Very good work there. That means Akizuki's free to move here. But do I want to give up this spot? Probably. And do I want to cede it to this guy? I'm pretty sure that weapon only does, like... Geez, like 8 to 12 damage. It's something ridiculously low. So I'm not, like, terrified of him. I kind of want to go over here and try and free up Vneezy. Except we need to kill this guy. Ah, fuck it. We'll just step here and attack. I always end up convincing myself out of the thing I started the sentence considering. Hey. How was your weekend? It was pretty good. I didn't get up to much. I mean, since I was snowed in today, and like later in the day yesterday, um, I got to do a lot of work on the next video, which was dunk an egg. Yes. I was very pleased with it. I'm now that the show's over, I can concretely say that if I had the option to from the start, I would have liked to just consume it in one sitting. Because isn't it elapsed? How much time is it? Like, it's only like maybe 3.5 hours. It's Jover Forever, or the season. The season is over. This was the last episode of the season, but they are the next season's going to come out next year. They're filming it already. Because, you know, the kid's going to get older. Vinizi, excellent timing. We're talking about dunk an egg. I was very pleased with the last episode. It tied everything up in like a nice, neat little bow. And there was some book lore. No spoilers, but there was new George lore in there, which I live for. So stop raping, sir. I see you've been catching up. Show is very good. But yeah, I can concretely say that I saw a meme. New Fossilway on the way. Easy on the spoilers. Easy on the spoilers. Restrain yourself. I like that fun last... Whoa, come on now. Easy. Fossilway lore and the Tarth thing. Yeah. How'd you feel about the bit at the end of the episode, Vinizi? Again, I'll try not to spoil it as much as I can, but the thing that Egg does that sort of recontextualizes the end of the first novel. Not the very last thing, the very last scene of the whole episode. I guess you can call it like the end credits thing. He hatches. You are inadvertently referencing the third book, and you don't even know that. Lol, I think that's pretty good. Because in the book, you don't get that information from... I think I'm yelling into my mic again. You don't get that information from Makar. You get that information from Egg. Makar is not the one who tells Egg that. Or tells Dunk that. I have dragon dreams and don't know it. He's got a drop of Targaryen blood in him, dude. Do we want to sell any of this? I in the other test save, I had a bard, which was at first was kind of shitty, but the loot gives you an ability that the bard can make better later on. Where they can play the instrument and give some HP out, or play the instrument and give some fatigue, like, relief. So it might be niche early on, like we don't want this, but later I actually like having a bard. It's a pretty funny way to present that scene. It works, and with George being like involved, I give everything that happens in the show a little bit more weight. Me and Red were talking about this yesterday when we watched it. But it was very fun. George is mad at the House of the Dragon people. I would be too, man. I would be too. They've fucked up his shows twice. Ryan Condal. I mean, he pulled a 9mm at the meeting. Ah, hero. Yes. Let's see. What the hell are we doing here? Maybe Relentless Onslaught? Or Quick Hands? Is there Quick Hands? Nope. Very good Rangan yesterday. Very good Rangan. Where do I want to dump these stats? Resolve. Okay, we gotta give these boys a breather. We've been taking missions. The Rangiest. Very fun. Again, like I went back and watched some of the clips, and it is very funny that I murdered the shit out of that bear and just was idly talking about niche lore theories. Scrap. Fuck these. I also want to re-equip somebody. Somebody's got a shitty shield and I want to get rid of it. Yeah. There we go. What's the skill tree of a light armor guy? No shield. Rough. What level should I be to play DS2 with y'all? If I remember correctly, the other day, I ended slightly before level 50. And somewhere around a similar lore discussions activate Ultra Instinct in Elden Ring, obviously. I think it's just because I think I just enter a flow state. My brain's thinking about something else, so it frees up my hands to do the good work. Does anybody else have good salvage skill? Fletching, scouting. Yeah, let's. That looks good to me. Wait. Let's do a little healing. So, Hero, this is this is like a turn-based sort of XCOM-like, where your dudes are just like meat and they die like immediately. And we've been doing like Iron Man runs, and I think this is maybe the 6th. What run is this? 5 or 6? I can't remember. There was one stream where we had to restart like 3 times. But the game is very good. It's got that like that tension from being like one misstep away from losing your dudes. Okay, ready to rock. Let's see. What are the missions here? Treasury transfer. Let's take the transfer. Deliver this north. $90, whatever. That's me playing Wartail. How is that? So, it's come up a couple times in these streams specifically. Like, if only by like loose comparison. I think people had like mixed reviews on it. I can't remember what the complaints were, like combat depth or something. Or late game like replayability. I can't remember. I never dipped a toe into that one, but it was always on the periphery of like games that I enjoyed. It was the kind of thing where it came out, I was vaguely aware of it in early access, and I said, okay, I will come back to this in 2 years when it's a real game. DLCs are lacking and not worth the cost. However, the game's base idea is pretty cool and the gameplay is cool. Monetization. Yeah, that will do it. We should be paid more. Are you RPing as your mercenary right now? Gotcha. Well, level up, dude. I got no control over that. Brigand Poacher, Band of Rabble. This is light work. Venezi's got a level in him. I think I just watched something get auto-modded. Somebody posted something, it was there for a fraction of a second, and it went away. I mean, the company in general, we're barely making rent. Muffin, what's the coffee situation tonight? I have, in order to reduce the amount of burps that make it into these streams, I have started drinking my coffee like 20 minutes before. Because I went back and listened to some of the portions of the Battle Brothers streams, and I'm just letting them rip, man. It's like not nice. It's a game I'd recommend, the base game, not the DLC. Stuff like that. My age-old adage is I will buy it when it's the price of a sandwich. So when it gets to like 10, 12, $15, I'll say, okay, now's the time. Strike while the iron's hot. Okay, we can funnel him here. It's definitely a 60% off game for me. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff like that. Honestly, there's a game that just came out from this studio called Menace. We played it once on here and then once in the Discord with the patrons. And I wasn't sold. I think that might have been a 60% off game for me. Subway goers be like, so $14.99? You will not catch me. I'm from New Jersey, man. You're not going to catch me in a Subway. Jersey Mike's bare minimum. I have standards. Oh, should have aimed shot at that point. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll shoot him when he comes around the corner. Let's get into cover and wait for these guys to rock up. I'm from New York. I only dine at the finest of dumpsters. Nothing wrong with getting some peppered floor turkey. Yes. Yes. If it's good enough for the rats, it's good enough for me. I will I will say I've spent a fair bit of time in New York. Just from proximity. And oh god, I will say that food service is directly proportional with population density. Like I grew up in a suburb, you know, like a small town, and things were fine where I was at. But then you go into the city and everyone's like way more adept at their job. I think it's just like the population pool is bigger of people who give a shit. Oh shit! I didn't see it. I just almost threw a rock at Alope's head. Maybe we cover this causeway because they're gonna start filing in here. Well, can we move here and attack? No. Let's just cover this. And then I went on like a weekend trip to Pennsylvania with my parents and my partner and my sister, and we went to this like diner, and there was like no cars in the parking lot, and maybe like 3 people in there. And you gotta hit on this one, right? Thank God. So okay, so I'm not crazy. You can get 3 attacks out sometimes with the. He got refunded action points for something, and I'm not sure why. Yeah, just finish him. And we walk in. We're waiting there for like maybe like I want to say like 5 minutes, and somebody. First of all, we heard 2 people having like a messy argument, like right in the kitchen around the corner, and then somebody like the hostess pops her head in and she goes, "Oh man, Margaret, it's getting busy in here. There's a lot of people out here, or whatever." Margaret wasn't the name, but that was the important part of the. But I was like, man, I worked at a bar in Manhattan for a little while, and 5 people at like 7 o'clock on a Saturday was like, I would pray for days like that. Like, you don't know how good you got it. But I think it is just like the pool of people who are seeking jobs in that field is higher. So you filter out the people who, frankly, do not have good customer service capabilities. Do you ask for Mike? The local cafe I go to always has like 3 people inside at most. 5 would definitely be busy for them. Well, yeah, I mean, the standards in small towns are obviously different. What's the play here? Maybe we just catch this guy with the Lopi and then free up Akizuki to move. What's a job? I don't know how to help you, man. I don't know. I don't know what to do for you. It's the guy from the Bible. Job? God? Ah, whatever, kill. I used to run a Walmart in rural New York. Yeah, we were talking about this last... I had 400 employees with about 4 sets of teeth, 6 GEDs, and a bag of meth between them. No, that's JC. Disable. Abel's that SCP guy. He's not in the Bible. I don't know what you're talking about. I worked while I was working at that bar. I worked the night before New Year's Eve in Manhattan, or I'm sorry, the New Year's Day, like the leading up to New Year's Eve, and we were not far from Times Square. I'm comfortable saying this because the bar is gone now, but. There was this lady who came in, and she was clearly already drunk by the time she got to the bar, and I was like a assistant manager, and she pulls me aside and is like, "Am I gonna get yelled at if I'm walking around with an open container? You think the cops will stop me and yell at me?" And I was like, I'm not certain about the legality of it, but. You know, I'm from New Jersey. I don't exactly know I can't give legal advice, but frankly, I wouldn't do it. And then she got pissed at me. She got like mad. I was like, lady, I don't know how to help you. And then she like stormed out and left. Pub crawl at 2 p.m. is wild. She started early. The answer is yes, you would get in trouble. Like, obviously. Paper bag method. A pub crawl at 2 p.m. is still going on from the night before. If you're on a pub crawl from the night before at 2 p.m., you're a ghost at that point. I don't know how to help you. We might. He's a light armor guy, so maybe not recover. I think we're sleeping on rotation, because there's plenty of times that I'd prefer somebody else be in the way over the guy who's currently in the way. I don't know. Relentless Onslaught. Baffled. There's a little bit of blood content in our alcohol stream at that point. Yes, very nice. I remember when I first started working there, there was, like half of my job was just stopping homeless people from bothering the customers. That was about like 90% of what my job description was. Because there was like this big bay window that they would like open up in summertime. I don't know why I'm gesturing with my hands like you could see it. And guys would just like come up to it like it was a self-service window, you know, like a drive-through. And they'd just be like, "Hey man, can I have, I gotta go." Come on, man, you can't be. Could you imagine sitting at a place and like having a dinner with your girlfriend or significant other or whatever, or hanging out with some friends, and then while you're at your table, a homeless guy starts asking you for $5? Not that I'm like not like, sympathetic to the plight. Like, of course it's not like you dirty poor. Like that wasn't my issue, but like, I don't know, man. I have a certain level of responsibility inside the walls of the restaurant. The hobo handler. I remember not beating the Scrooge allegations. When did we get allegations? Do we want to fight spiders? I'm not certain. In Porto, I've definitely been approached by homeless people while I'm sitting down at the restaurant, especially because of outdoor seating. Especially after COVID in New York, when they started doing that thing where every restaurant would have like a little section outside for people to sit, and that sort of stuck around, like even after COVID was done. I think I want to put an axe in Vinizi's back pocket. Scrap these. We got to stop for a second to do some work. Let's see, any injuries to pop to heal? Guys are on side. Okay, good. Go. Go now with God. The company has made camp next to an abandoned priory, and the men are sitting around the campfire casting shadow animals across one of its stone walls. First a rabbit, then a dog. Of course, a bird, head of a snake, little mouse for it to eat. One of the sellswords ponders what it is that these shadows get up to when they aren't looking. He holds his hands up, and their shapes blackly set against the wall. I mean, we have these things following us everywhere we go. We toy with them, you know? And yet we don't really think much about it. I mean, look. What is this? Akizuki knows the answer? It's not the shadows that we should mind, but the fire which has produced them. For it is the flame which the gods have bestowed upon us. Such shall we carry the day into the night, and make our productive habits unending, and our allegiance to that which is good unerring. Ah, Garg, yes. Free resolve for Alopia there, that's good. Outdoor seating is kind of going away now, so that's good. Finally more space on the road. That was the other thing. I felt like I was trying not to, like, murder people every day. Well, driving in. Like, not... I was not like a psycho working at the bar, like... Fuck, I want to stab these guys with, like, a dining fork so bad. Just take a steak knife to the customers. Let's see. The mic is on, the mic is on. Damn it, did they hear that? Okay, I think we could try and fight spiders right now. We can't like perpetually be a scaredy cat all the time, right? It's only a one skull. Fight Alps? Oh yeah, definitely not. What happened to the last party? Same crew. This is the same crew from last stream. I'm 30 years and still strong. They gone? No. We got our fools left. Yeah, you're still alive. Oh, I'm sorry, let me focus on this. You reflexively reach for your absent sword, which a guard took from you before the meeting. Yeah, the webnet better pay well. This is like $600. And worst case scenario, we run away. Find the web necklace where the does. Oh, no, here we go. Yippee. Yeah, this is the same one from the last Battle Brother stream. This is one of the only crews we have live across the saves. We gotta get some better armor here, man. Well, let's check the shop before we do this mission. Men don't run, it's unbecoming, we flee. We're advancing in the other direction. Cheap padded leather, we'll take it. Just for the proximity of us to this fight, we'll take this. The full strength one. I guess this the unrepaired one. Yeah, he's got an Akaton on. Who's got Brawny? Since we're doing armor, I'd like a coat of plates and a gun. You're bougie. We're not there yet, man. You're getting ahead of yourself. Give Gotcha a better helmet. All the frontline guys are going to get their gear upgraded here. Slightly. We'll hold on to these in case we get some new recruits. Alright, push on. What the hell did we just see? I hate hearing that noise. I think those guys just jumped spiders or something. Okay, what do we got? It's not going to show us till we go. Drawn to the muffled screams and sobbing of prayers of those trapped in the shimmering field of webs. The sticky blanket covering the area is occasionally broken by clusters of eggs and wrapped animals struggling all the same. You pause for a moment. Aside from the captives, the area seems to be clear of anything with more than 4 legs. Now could be your chance. This reeks of, like, we're about to get jumped. Spiders, mang. I hear that in real life when someone walks in my way. Ah, Damon. Battle Brothers Monday again, Damon. I'm always happy on Battle Brothers Monday. It's the same. Yeah, jeez. Midnight hunters start to grimly advance toward the trapped victims. The whole nest reverberates with a silent lyre string. At first, this is just your movement, but then something further away pulls a different chord. Once, then twice, then thrice. The smaller, faster notes are plucked. I'm deathly scared of spiders IRL. Sorry. House of Blackfire. Misspelled. It's okay, I got there. With mounting dread, yeah, they know you are here. Alright. Okay. 14. Oh, but we can free... We can free... Oh, okay, we've got the choke, too. What did I miss? Got one fight. This is the first, like, real event, I think, of the stream. Okay, so we haven't fought Webnecks yet. Some of these enemies on the field are these eggs. And on the egg's turn, they're going to hatch into a spider. I've actually not done a mission where I've seen abducted villagers in these nests before. But the goal right now is to kill as many of these spider nests as we possibly can. And I guess try and free some of these guys to act as, like, cannon fodder. Hopefully they'll try and free themselves, too. There's so many. Some of them are going to hatch. I don't know how many live spiders are on the field at the moment. Well, there's only one we can see. But I think we just try and... See, 95% chance to hit and 20 HP. See if Gotcha can free this guy. Can we shoot the eggs? Yeah, but only 70% chance to hit. Maybe we just ready him for next turn and try and free this guy. We can't even really go this way because these guys are stuck there. We're kind of hemmed in here. Okay, that guy's loose. I don't think we get control of him. I think... Oh, we do! We do! We've got temporary control of these villagers. Okay. But are we going to get... Not... Are we not going to get paid if these guys all die? I don't know if the mission is to protect them or not. Okay, so they're just gonna try and free themselves. Punch that egg! Yeah, he beat the shit out of it. Okay, so we've got like a major force multiplier here. They're not gonna be like DPS hogs or anything. Kill the eggs first. Yeah. I don't know if we clout in the ears of all these. I knew that one was coming. That was a couple hatches on the left-hand side of the field just then. This could get pretty fucking gnarly. Okay, these guys are worthless. Maybe we gotta just break their armor first with some of our archers and then try and, Or do we just go for... Yeah, I think that's the plan. Break the armor of the eggs with archers, and then the dudes will punch him to death. That dude's loose. Okay. I think Gotcha, honestly, there's too much cover here. I think Gotcha just wants a spear. Shoot. Today's Friday in California. Okay, that's the method. I'm not really terrifyingly scared at the moment, but I could regret that in a couple turns. Like, this could get bad. I think these two guys are dead, frankly. This guy at the very least. And these are going to hatch. These I don't think we're going to get to in time. This little clutch here. You have come to save us? I would say more like under new management. You're more like a meat shield than anything else, guy. Okay, these guys already went. Akizuki's kind of stuck here, which sucks. Whatever, we'll just move him up to repair him to go this way next turn. And I kind of want to kill one, pull back a bit. he's not going to hit these spiders, so I think... just free yourself and this guy. Where do we want to send these jokers? This is going to hatch for sure next turn, I think. This is way too far away. We're not going to get to this. But there's a lot of choke points. So I'm not... Again, I'm not terrified of this one. Let's push up this way. Free yourself. Very nice. Yeah, wait, just hold down that corridor, I think. We'll just try and take up as many time units of these two jokers as we can. That hurts. Now, I don't remember if the poison does damage over time. I think it does. No, can't do it. Punch these. Just kill. Kill. I'm the Joker, baby. That poor guy. He just wanted to be the Junker, man. There's nothing wrong with him. I didn't even notice this Webneck's... Jeez, he's actually on our flanks a little bit here. Let's try and pick that. Get the hand axe out. Freed ya, boy. And then just... You're a meat shield. Just stay there. What's the... Akizuki's gonna go south. Gotcha will jump. We'll jump over Alopi next turn and give some reinforcements over here. This is a mess. Wait, it wasn't ironic? The guy who did I'm the Joker, baby? The problem is it's been so long, and you could be talking about like 4 different guys. Like, remember the the guy who was cosplaying as the Joker? And his roommates come in. And they're like, "What are you doing, man?" that one's a winner. And that's different from the I'm the Joker baby guy. I think the I'm the Joker baby guy was meant it. The OG chubby high schooler Joker. Yes, yeah, that's the common one that I think everybody knows. Do these have less stats than the big ones? I don't think so. No, they're about the same. I just noticed the spiders have a little bit of animation to their legs, which is freaking me out. Damn it, Akizuki's still out of position. Whatever, we'll see if we can get done with this group. Dog? He is taking damage over time from the poison. That hatched. There was a hatch over here. This could get rough, you know. 18 now. And some of those eggs aren't even loose. That guy's dead if he gets hit one more time. This spider is on the flank now. Let's scout a little with this guy. Whiff. Yeah, they're not really killy, the villagers. That's acceptable to me. Free your boy. Freeing them, if they're locked down, they can't move, obviously, but they also have worse, like, melee defense and range defense stats. Which is why I keep freeing that guy over and over again. See, if we had rotate, I could jump here. Does he have quick hands? Nope. Maybe we just... Yeah, do what you can, bud. Do what you can. The bald dude is a stonemason. I know him. Your coworker? Wait a minute. Don't let him die? This guy? Yeah, it's got to be that. It's the only bald dude on the field. Wait a minute. I know this guy from back in high school. Somebody's got to get the hell out of the way here. I think it's... Yeah, he can't really make a shot. Just jump out of the way. Our archers are severely handicapped in this fight, and I really don't want to get them in melee range for any reason. This is pretty bad. I'm watching the number of enemies on the top of the screen just to see if it goes up. I don't know if it's at the start of the round. This is off. This is good. This is bad. He's not going to be able to get at. That dude's dead. I'm sorry to tell you, Budareka. Like, that guy's not going to make it much longer. We're going to lose the dog in this fight. Which, unfortunately, I think is acceptable losses. Oscar, no. Listen, man, we can't. We do what we can, but we can't save them all. Okay, we'll try and punch these to death, and hopefully they don't hatch. Fight for your life? This is pretty untenable. This is going to become a problem if we can't start murdering. Ever since I joined the Discord server, I've been waiting for the right time I can post my dark meme without the mods ending me. Yeah, maybe don't push your luck. Keep the dark meme in check, brother. Let's see. The dark meme. As was foretold. Let's... That's the first hit that Alobi's actually been able to make. Okay, try and free him with your first action, throw a rock with the second. The dark meme. Sauron posting. Just free yourself, I think. Oh, damn it. I'm going to try and get Akizuki on this high ground here if we can. Oh. Kill? Yeah, good. Wound him. Minus 20 front. The poison's still going, huh? Oh, it just ended. It just ended. 19. There's another spider on the field. I think that's it. Rip. I hope those dudes don't affect our morale from dying. That would be non-ideal. Yeah, beat the shit out of them. They can actually put out decent damage with their fists when we break armor. Hopefully that doesn't hatch like next turn. In a fist fight, who would win, George or Tolkien? Morale drops only when members of the party drop. Okay. Who would win in a fist fight? Now, Tolkien was famously fought in World War I. Yeah, like he was a soldier. No, I don't know that necessarily makes him like. And George was kind of like a hippie when he was younger. Do I think George R. R. Martin has ever been in a fight? I want to say no. I want to say that I don't. Well, maybe he got bullied, but I want to say I don't think that George R. R. Martin has ever had to like fight somebody. George was a conscientious objector. I think Tolkien takes it. Like it can't reach 80 without fighting a guy. I don't know. I've been in. Well, I was about to say I've never been in any fights, but that's not true. I've never been in a fight where I came away with, like, you know, like, anything more than, like, a superficial, uncomfortable bruise or something. I've been 80 before. Risk it. Oh, it's still not worth it. Didn't die, but... Free your boy? Damn it. Free yourself? Kill? What's gotta die? You. This is hairy. And we couldn't even retreat if we wanted to. This thing's gotta go? Come on, man. Come on. Nobody has great melee defense against, like, these guys have got some Oh, who was that? Budareka. Akizuki's dead next. No way, man. Akizuki's retreating. He's dead. Oh, good boy! Good fucking boy! Fuck. And that poison might kill him. I think it does like 3 or 4 damage. Will carry his legacy. Hey man, not everybody's gonna make it. This was a 1 skull. This was a 1 skull mission. One skull is the biggest lie. Oh, come on. We're washed? I thought we had it. Oh, very nice, Vneezy. Do I move to try and... Akizuki, I think, is dead. I'm considering moving... We should be called the Carpenter Brothers. I'm reaching for that one. I think I'm just going to step Vneezy back and have him hold this corridor. We got to tighten up. Where's the... this high ground might be important. This looks like our choke here. We need to wrap this up and close on one of these little tight points. How much damage does the poison do a turn? 5 hit points. Because what does his range of accuracy look like here? This is not bad if we can line spiders up like here on these tiles. If a spider's here, we're not gonna be able to hit him. Do they have good movement? Like, I think they're pretty quick. That spider's bleeding out. 1 hit point each turn. 15 health. Maybe that can come in use later. -5 fatigue recovery. It doesn't really matter right now because he's... Well, that one's only 1 HP. What we're gonna do is tag it. Akizuki's dead. I think Akizuki's dead. Yeah, I think... Because he's... They're going to kill Akizuki and probably the dog. Dog is on 1 HP and poisoned. Do I want to step 1 tile back and maybe hope that they can't tie him down in melee? Or do I want to stay here and hold the wall with an archer who has poor melee defense and attack? He's got dodge. Back up. We'll know if that was a mistake. I think it's time for Gotcha to give up on using his sling. Ah, damn it, I meant to free... Oh, misclick. Die? Thank God. Wow, he's actually so fatigued that he can't do anything else on his next turn here. I hope this webneck tries to kill this guy. Rip. Oh, okay, that was a civvy. That was a civvy. We gotta get the fuck out of here. It went so wrong so fast, dude. It's really like 1 battle. Oh. We could try and exfil out this way. But we're gonna get severely hindered if anybody else gets webbed. I'm willing to just take the L on losing the gear and failing the mission. 1 battle after another. Cinephile. A cinephile in chat. Why is Gotcha fleeing? Oh, okay. Can we shoot anybody? Keynote head. Hail Mary this. Gotcha. Oh, gotcha's going the exact wrong way. Ooh. Yes. Oh, he can't free himself because of fatigue. That's okay. Okay, they're going to body block. Oof, gotcha is 5 on 14, and they're still unhatched eggs. We just didn't have the melee attack for this. Oh! We're going down swinging. Oh, Gotcha actually got out of the zone of control there. That is fucking bad. Oh my god, that was 39%. Oh my god! He's a hero! Oh, wasted quick hands. I wasting some action points there. We could have got a second attack out. He can either free himself or make an attack. Five HP, 3 turns, 15 points minimum. Oh. I mean, we play it out. We play it out regardless. That's the last civvy there. Garg, you did it again, man. You left and came back, and we are fucking dying. Can't even move. Minus 50% damage. Twice as much damage received by a web next attack will ignore armor. Minus 50 melee defense. Minus 50 range defense. Minus 50 initiative. That's pretty bad. These are the only 3 dudes left. New life rule. I can't comment on this. What was that? Minus 25% hit points. Minus 25% max attack. Who cares? Gotcha's going to try and run and take the damage here. Salute you, Alope. It's gone for 2 minutes. What happened? Series of bad rolls. We just didn't hit... That was Gotcha. We just did not hit a single enemy for maybe 3 turns in a row. Stare up at a sky of crows, the light in your world slowly dimming away. Your dying body and offering so good that creatures gifted the miracle of flight will set it aside to come down and feast on your corpse. 29 points. Damn. It was a 1 skull! It was a 1 skull! How did it... it lied to me, man! I got fucking entrapped! I got catfished! Nothing for it. I honestly think we give up on the Iron Man. I will fucking eat that bitter pill until the day that I die. I'm running out of descendants. Iron Man's the only way to play the game. You gotta take the L's, man. You gotta take the L's. Now what start do we go for now? Something weird? Each member of your party only counts for 2/3 of a person in scaling. Can only hire lowborn peasants is kind of bad. Each person you hire gains hatred of nobles is pretty good. I do like Band of Poachers. It's good really early, and getting good range guys is kind of tough for now and again. Peasant pilling is a vibe, but do not name anyone who doesn't reach level 10. Is this the... Okay, we could do a lone wolf run, but that one is a save and load special. Like, this one's rough. A hedge knight as tall as a tree. Duncan Egg mentioned. What else we got in here? Trading caravan. Trading caravan kind of sucks because I think you... something bad? Dunk but no egg. We have to find our egg. Necromancer stuff. Berserker. I think I said if we lose this one, the next one was the Lone Wolf start. I mean, what do we lose from trying? What do we lose from trying, right? New rule, yeah, of course. New life, new banner. Them's the breaks. Remember when we named those guys the Butchered Men, and then they immediately died? Let's see. Raven Company, no good. Noble Path is not rich. I think you're like a disowned noble. That's the start. Everybody having rotation, and that one's really good. I'm kind of in love with it, but again, this is like a Necromancer banner. What am I feeling? Boar's Head was the first one we did. We could rotate some of these names back into circulation, but I think we're not there quite yet. Call it the Merry Fellows and use the skeleton banner. It's on the table. It's on the table. What was there was one I just saw. This one might be pretty good for like a small party. Given the like individual nature of these little knives here. It's not very colorful. This generation of gacha is taking time off to recover their numbers. Thinking of a name. Sorry, I'm quiet. Thinking of a mercenary band name. Ooh. Knights of the Thorny Heart is not bad. Do we want to pick a... Thorn Guard? Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Prophecy of Pandora Knighthood Order name. Yeah, you're right. Fun fact, in the Vike save, which was just the, by the way, which was just the like the Prophecy of Pandora save I was doing before I had the idea to make the video, which is why, by the way, Llewellyn had to be invented, because I thought I have to teach early game stuff in this Mountain Blade video somehow, but my character is already at like the mid game. I need another guy, which is where like the A-B story idea came from. And in Vike's run, which I ended up like playing out, I founded a order of knights called the Knights of the Manticore, and they would use like morning stars and stuff. And we're all outfitted in like red or purple or something. I think it was Vike's set. It became their like de facto armor set. Yeah, I had just been playing Warband, like just in my spare time. And I was like, I want to make a Warband video, but I'm halfway through this run already. Which worked out. It worked out really well. Especially because I already was doing a niche run in trying to be a piece of shit. In that, by like just burning villages and stuff, which is what I usually don't do. So I could have a dichotomy. I modded my game with musketry, so my current knighthood order is the 95th Rifles. One of the there's some compilation pack that has like blunderbusses and stuff. The dichotomy is crazy. What, like the fact that I use that word? If there's coin to be earned, then to hell with the jousts and the sparring. But you're not one to suit up against for some other captain's orders. With all that you've earned over the years, you can imagine you start your own mercenary band just fine. That's what I'll do. What was the good start? Medium armor and a longsword. A strong hammer, sturdy shield, medium armor. We want to be a heavy armor guy. I think longsword and medium armor will serve us, like, well early game. Torf. That's not Torf. That's Muffin. Oh yeah, favorite enemy Swordmaster. Right. Am I wearing chainmail under that? Yeah, okay. And he's got the... Ooh, he's got... Oh no, he's got each set. Heavy and medium is a possibility here. It's actually decent to like mix and match those a bit. Okay, recover. Late game longsword is mediocre, but easy to give to non-focus guys. Am I crazy, Akizuki, or did longsword, did swords in general used to have higher chance to hit? Maybe I just invented that somewhere along the way in my head. Quick Hands is good later when he has like a couple things in his back pocket, but I think Steel Brow for now. Pretty sure no. I think I just invented that then at some point. It's either going to be Brawny or Perfect Fit, and I think Brawny. The good part about this is that his stats are going to be nuts. Couple level ups here. I think I'm going to ignore his range skill for now. Just get that melee defense up as high as we can. I kind of want to make this the survivable guy. Okay, so whenever you have... This is... The reason I name this mate, right, is because this is my player character, which is an attribute that gets given to guys when you have an actual, like, avatar in the game. So he gets plus 10 resolve, immune to charm effects, and will never desert the company. But if this guy dies, the run will end. Talented is a pretty good roll. Hate for undead. Okay. Let me take this guy to the... I've never done this in any of these runs, but I'm taking this guy to the barbershop and making him look like as close to me as I can get. Canonically, you are immune to hex charms. Built different. I don't quite have a full beard, but I have worn my mustache and like chin stubble like this before. Not that... I don't have that glorious of a mustache, but... Give me like... It's pretty close. Asexual playthrough. You can't seduce me. Yeah, that's about right. Ooh, that's pretty damn good. And the hair color is just like a touch off. That's as good as we're going to get, I think. Not that muscle bound, but it'll have to do for now. Oh, the other thing. I don't think we have to pay anybody. I think we're just like a nightly band in this. All right, we want to take some fights. The thing that's going to hurt is that the scaling is 2/3 higher than what it usually would be, which is not dangerous early, but we're gonna feel the weight of that like fairly quickly. Depends on the character. Certain characters need to be paid. Okay. Return item. Yeah, classic return items start here. Because I seem to remember there being events for Lone Wolf where dudes will just show up to join your group. Bandit Rabble and some poachers. The first one, I don't know if those are static or not. And I'm pretty sure the answer is no. Okay, again, we got one guy, so we kind of want to play it careful here. A cheese you can do is try to get the Crusader from the Holy War. I think I left it on random for the Crisis, so we'll see if that's even present. They are free and 0 upkeep. And they're pretty goddamn good. This is going to be our spot, I think. Maybe back here. Let's just get the vantage point anyway. Ideally, we want to shove ourselves like up against a wall or get our back up against something like this. Really good against the undead since they have crowd control and magic healing. Ooh. I'm tempted now to just hang out and put on riposte. Which, knights will see you being compensated for your martial services and say that man has no honor. Many such cases. Yeah, I think we rip a cute little riposte here and just wait. Wait for them to come to us. The first couple guys might be able to get there and hit us. These two goofballs at the very least. Oh, wow. They're actually trying not to engage. Well, sucks for them, because I want a piece. He's going to feel the fatigue next turn, but that's what recovers for. There it is. That's what we're looking for, people. Yes. I think we kind of just want to recover. I think we'll have enough fatigue. Well, Dazed is reducing our fatigue at the moment. If we riposte, we'll probably end... Seeing NPCs miss for a change is nice. Yeah. Can I kill a guy in riposte? Yeah. I think I want to kill this dude who's standing next to me. Retreating. I'll probably just put another standard attack in, because the melee guys are all running now. just I think Hedge Knight's my favorite class in the game. They're very versatile. Because again, like, their skill spread is dependent on their start. I know Akizuki knows this, I'm just saying it for everybody else, but Hedge Knight has a lot of starting options, or options like in his tree for like perk points, you know. Come here. Come here, fucker. Where do you think you're going? Come back here. Oh, you fucked up. Which global catastrophe is the worst? Orcs or undead? I fucking hate fighting orcs. I think I hate fighting orcs. That being said, we have lost 2 of the campaigns from these streams to undead. I've completed both a long time ago. I'd be hard pressed to say. I'd have to replay them again to really say definitively. Stay away from those. If story wise, I've said this before in other streams. I prefer undead. Undead has the most, not to say a pun, but meat on its bone. Which DLCs are the best? Thinking about buying one. Ooh, if you had to get one, get the north and south expansions are pretty good. The desert one does add like firearms, engineers, the new city states and units to fight. Yeah, I'd say the southern one. Arenas. In order, it'd probably be like the southern one, the north, like the north expansion, the barbarian expansion, and then I think the I've never played anatomists or I would get them all, but they're never on sale. That is the way that it goes. I know we didn't get a level out of that. So another gimmick from this run is we have this favored enemy swordmaster, which the more of these enemies listed here, Barbarian King, Fencer, Swordmasters, Y-Hander guy, Nomad Leader, basically heavies, the more like heavy guys we kill, we will get a more percentage bonus to melee skill, range skill, oh, sorry, here comes a coffee burp. Range skill, melee skill, and damage to any of these. How many cool skill you got there? Game is a bit limited without DLC. It's and this is also modded. This is the Legends mod. I really do prefer this game, even the base game, though. I'd say play a bunch of base game Battle Brothers first if you haven't played. Oh, damn it! I wasn't paused. It's only 6. But no, if they get big enough, they're gonna swallow him. Well, fuck this. These enemies, if they eat one another after their corpse is on the ground, if they eat a corpse, they get bigger. And if they do that twice, they get big enough to vor your guy. Fuck am I saying? We're not staying around. There was a chance that we might have been able to like kill them fast enough to prevent that from happening, but you're out of your mind. Wow, we actually start with professional renown? We can take shit. We can take missions from noble houses with this. What do we want the company to do? Get a village to be friendly. Have 2,000 bucks. Because we're already professional. Easy. Easy take. Escort caravan, return item, taking action. Pact with witches. So I know that fucking thing's not a 1 skull. I know that mission. There's gonna be like 4 Hexen that show up in that. Can you be a raider and attack caravans? Yeah. Yeah. Some of the starts from Legends really allow you to do that. Like, I know it says they're not hostile, but we could be control clicking on them. One of the strats that you can do is to just pick a noble house to be your enemy, and then you just raid them. You just pick like one noble house to be like your target. I'm on day 100 of my first playthrough. You playing with save and load? I feel you should. The first one is always the most fun. Just like Mountain Blade. Yes. Yeah. I don't want to fight those, but I gotta go this way for a mission. Come here, you bastard. Let's just cut some more heads. Okay. I know we can take most of these guys, but let's be prudent and fall back to this superior position. This is our Alamo. Come get some. Oh, they're all waiting, which is a little weird. Let's fucking go. Try me. Mistake. Now, enjoy this while it lasts, because it's not going to be like this forever. There's some sweet satisfaction to watching these fools bite it, though. I'll never post again. Akizuki, how do you deal with fencers in like the early game as on a regular like company save? Those are some of my like most hated enemies. They're just so hard to hit. In Legends especially, I think they make them worse. Fencers are like mid-game enemies that have really good melee defense, so it's like hard to hit them. Welcome back, Garg. We're doing Lone Wolf. So we can't hire anybody. We have to encounter people through events. But our character's pretty good. Oh, they're actually breaking my armor pretty decent here. Stop that. Alone? Yes, but we're very good. We start with like 3 free levels and some gear. Look at us. Killy. More loot for the loot pile. Scrap it, scrap it, scrap it, scrap it, scrap it, scrap it. I have a bad feeling about this for late game. Yeah, again, the scaling is 2/3 worse for every single unit we have. Yeah, I'm going the other way now. Let's not hang out. Sorry, peasants. Not getting paid for that. Alright, what do we got? Patrol duty. This is visit towns and fight stuff. We get paid per head. Kind of want to wait until we have some more dudes for that. If you join one of the noble houses, you're going to fight with other noble houses or just random quests with different flags? One of the late game crises is Noble War. And there's a lot of unique missions in there for, like, killing other noble houses. But I think it is just, in, like, the peacetime, it is just, like, the same pool of missions, but for different houses. Really, make sure to pause. What noble houses you choose to make nice with will depend on, like, a number of factors. You can align yourself with a noble house, but you cannot join one, a la Mountain Blade. Yeah, this is true mercenary mode. But like this noble house owns like a lot of land here, so and they have like a lot of roads that cut in through their land. There's no road that goes like north to up here. This is the only northern road, I think. So ideally, we want to like stay on good terms with these guys, and they've got like a number of good towns. Like this has a blast furnace and ore smelters and a workshop. This is like armor and weapons central right here, essentially. And a wool spinner. Wow. And if we make nice with them, prices will be cheaper and they'll offer us better jobs. You know, so you want to make your decision based on, like, a variety of material factors. All right, let's just don't get comfy here. Could get jumped at night. And we're not as fast as in the other save. Okay, another patrol duty. I'm not sure I really want to. Do we want to buy some superior gear? I think we're good for now. And this is all kind of pricey. This is exceptionally good. Can you start one? A noble house? This is like pure mercenary simulator, but there is a mod to like settle your own settlement that I was like mildly interested in that I didn't like pull the trigger on, but it seemed like a good one. What's our current armor like? Griffith style. That mod is kind of ass. Yeah, it kind of looked like it. That's why I didn't pull the trigger, especially for the streams. It's one of those things where like people are giving it rave reviews, but like those are the guys who went out of their way to install it and then leave a review, you know? Whereas if I didn't like a mod, sometimes I just untick the checkbox and say, okay, I'm not turning that one back on again. I don't really go out of my way to like shit on anybody. So it's hard. Sometimes it can be hard to tell like if a mod is in your niche, in your corner. We could do with some better gear, especially some better head armor. What does our kettle hen give? 95. Actually, that's not bad. Although we want to maintain our fatigue. I don't know. We don't have much money. We'll hold on to it for now. I don't want to take that patrol. Just keep heading west. Find a ruin and destroy it. Battle standard is not the worst, because this is essentially just get 2,000 bucks, which is what we're already doing, so I think we'll take that one. I think Legends is like one of the best mods for this game, simply because I think the modding community is relatively small, and this is a compilation of a lot of people's work into like a cohesive, seamless experience. So I think it's kind of hard to beat. There's that patrol duty again. Escort caravan, disturbed rest, armed courier, return item. I just want to keep grinding down on these ones. 360 bucks. Let's do it. We need some food. Not the. I think we can keep going for a little while here without buying more snacks. You made a fucking mistake, mister. Okay, 2 ranged guys. Can't tell if that's a lone tile. Maybe we should have gone that way, but... Now, is this as good as we're going to get, or should we try and get further back? Let's try and go this way. We could keep running them around for a minute here. I'm not necessarily trying to, like... We can run the turns down. Ooh, our armor is broken. We didn't spend the time to repair it. Eey, bad. Maybe we leave and come back. Could just try and hold the corner here. Also an option. Retreat when the fighting gets rough. This is pretty damning. Yeah, I think we're out. I don't think that ends the quest. We just have to come fight them again. Yeah, let's just go rest. Camp. Salvage. And we get some free repair, I think. Yeah, we're good. Ooh. Again, Lone Wolf starts like relatively easy when you're taking these like low tier pleb fights. But the moment guys start getting armor is when you got to start opening your eyes. even just adding one more guy into this group. Because they might not be in a position to like keep up DPS wise and like melee defense wise, seeing as Hedge Knight is such a good class. I'll wait for this to hit 50, then we'll move. Yeah. Let's rock it. Nice of them to wait there for us. Better roll, too. I think I'm going to try and take this high ground. We're not going to get a much better opportunity than that. Unless I could roll the dice and retreat. The bad part is that they're going to get a free round of attacks on us. It's not the worst thing in the world, but I'll take it. It is running our fatigue up, by the way. I don't know if I ever mentioned this, but even when you're attacked and it doesn't hit you, they build up fatigue on your character. Don't worry, Garg. We're well in control of this one. I think I'm honestly not going to make that attack. I'm just going to save the fatigue so we can riposte next turn. Here's where the magic happens. That does not get old. You love to see it. Come here. But you know what the problem is? And this might be, like, masochistic of me. Wait. Which is the one where you... Masochistic is the one where you want to be hurt, right? Whatever. We don't have to get into the weeds of it. Why did he hit the guts counter slash? The butts counter slash? But it's almost, like, less compelling to me when it's easy, right? No. This dude's trying to pay us more money to betray our employer. We got paid, man. Nuts beer zerk. Wow. Ooh, so close to leveling. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of it doesn't the goop in my brain is not like the wrinkles in my brain are not being massaged right now, man. It's too easy. It's too easy. I want the struggle. I want to make harsh combat decisions. Of course, that's going to come to us before long. Your goop needs DS2. Oh, no, let's repairs. Now we want salvage. Get rid of it. My goop. So hey, how about this? What if next Thursday or this next Thursday, instead of just playing one or the other, I add another hour to the stream, and then at the halfway mark we swap. So an hour and a half of DS2, hour and a half of RimWorld. I'd welcome that. Maybe DS2 first, and then RimWorld to wind down with. Courier, find location, escort caravan. Yes. You can have your cake and eat it too. Just take the courier one. Is his armor still broken? Yes. But I don't take my word for this, but I think the stream schedule is going to change again slightly. I was waiting for most people to be in the stream before I talked about this, but starting next week, I'm gonna add an hour to each of the streams. So we're gonna go from 2 hours to 3. Mondays will be the same, except for the hour at the end. And that way we can fit in a little more variety. Because, you know, we've got a couple... I said this earlier too, but I'll just repeat myself because not everybody was here. Yeah, we'll do Mondays 3 hours. Will you be okay? Yeah, I think I've acclimated well enough to doing it. But we'll go from like 6 EST to 9. And then that way we can do like at the halfway point, we swap. A little more comfortable. Like 1 hour a game is not really enough to like sufficiently play something for a while. I feel like an hour and a half, like it's been like 12 minutes more or 18 minutes more than an hour and a half right now. And I feel like we've comfortably played enough Battle Brothers for me to be satisfied with it. You get tired after 2 hours of stream? I do a little bit. A little bit. But I think I'll probably start taking like 15-minute breaks, you know, at the halfway mark. I don't want to take Sword Mastery yet. Reduce the fatigue cost of all your skills by 15% and gain 30% initiative. Good. The bonus decreases if the combined weight penalties of your body and head armor exceed half of your maximum fatigue. What weapons are best, universally speaking? I know you just need a damn shield at the very beginning for everyone not to die. Early on, I tend to give dudes... Yeah, it depends. Like, Akizuki's got the right of it. Every weapon has a different function. Like, Longsword is very good for fighting unarmored guys. Simply because it has high damage, but it does very poor armor damage, you know, or armor pierce. Every weapon has a function. But early, I tend to try to give guys axes. They're like decent like all-rounders. I know hammers and clubs work good on mail. Yeah. I try to give guys hand axes and shields early because they do like appreciable enough damage to armor. Maybe feint. Balance. But they also are very good against unarmored guys. And if you don't think a guy can hit the dude you're fighting, you can always just try and get his shield out of the way, which will make him easier to hit. But every single weapon has like a function in combat. It's not that good. Big axe have good crits, but it's hard to hit anything at all. Yeah. I mean, the two-handed ones are great when you have guys whose skill can meet the challenge. Like a dude who has a good axe that has like round swing and he has like high melee skill to actually like make the hits. That guy's a murderer. He's going to kill like a shit ton of dudes. Early game, they're not great. Because again, you might not have the fatigue, you might not have the the armor to be able to tank, or the melee defense to like dodge hits. I don't even know what I want here. Early game, it's mediocre. Yeah, it's niche because you kind of need the right abilities on a dude. What about having multiple weapons if you're fighting humans using a hammer? One of the things you can do, and that is good practice later in the game, I'm pretty sure, is if you have a guy with quick hands, it's ideal. Swapping an item in battle becomes a free action with no action point cost per turn. Once you can, you can keep like a sword or a dagger or something in their back pocket, and then when they're not fighting something that the weapon that's currently in their hands demands, you stow one and you pull the other one out. But that's like a later game thing when you have like dudes who are equipped. The other issue is that characters have innate weapon specialization. Yeah. This row here in the perk tree is always the weapons this character is predisposed to want to use. And, you can skip this early if you don't have, like, a good weapon for them to hold, or if you don't have access to, like, a good version of that weapon, yeah? But later, if you have, like, legendary or named weapons that you're going to get a certain guy to use, you'll spec him for one of these. And, yeah, max, you pick 2. Simply because you don't want to be blowing all your perk points on, like, weapon skills when a lot of these are great. All these, like, early and late tier stuff is, like, really good. We don't want small target. Ooh, resilient is actually pretty good. Cost of getting hit or missed by regular attacks is reduced by 90%. This might be good because we're using the sword constantly. Attacks that specifically target fatigue are unaffected. We don't want to use grappling. Effective versus armor is increased by 30%. Wind up skill. Be quicker. I think we're going to take Steadfast. More points is more better. We're good on fatigue at the moment. Maybe I want to take this resolve roll. Oh, you know what? He's fine. He's Hedge Knight. He's okay. A little bit of range defense never hurt nobody. My Hedge Knight in my main random solo run, not my player character, has 250 kills. Yeah, they're kind of kill hogs, man. They just have like the bit is that they can wear heavy armor and have great perk spread and stats. It's kind of busted. But this I mean I can't show the screen now because we don't hire people, but I've said this before, but different starting backgrounds have better starting stats. Let's try a undead. Ah shit, I just said no to that. I don't want to end the nightmare. Obtain artifact is going to be the same thing. What's the pay? $300. We need some variety. We'll fight some zombies. Watch me get the guy killed again. There are spiders. There's a bunch of like monstrous enemies in this. Expect some bandits. Throng of undead. I've met wyvern dragons, but they slap my shit. Yeah, worst of the chickens. I haven't fought those yet. Those were added in a Legends update that I didn't get to. A Necrosavant and a Hollandhund. Oh, there's only 3 guys. These hurt. Well. Yeah, you're a stupid bastard. I mean, he's going to hit us. 85 melee skills, nothing to scoff at. Do I riposte? The chickens are confusing to fight for me. What are their what's their bit? Lindworms are easy if you have good ranged characters. Because aren't they kind of static? What is he doing to us right now? Hollandhund Curse. Initiative. Bad fatigue recovery. Bleeding. Oh, die, you bastard. There's no shot we end another run to undead. Get out of my face. We should have reposted, but it's okay. Out of my face. Chickens are basically armor penning rush types. Well, there's not much you can do with that. Can't riposte. We should recover, but I kind of want to limit the amount of time we're exposed to this fucking guy. Come on, I just joined in. I think we're okay. It was a little touch and go for a second there, but I think we're all right. Can't attack again if we... Let's just fatigue recover here. Then we riposte on his ass. Ah, didn't even need it. Shimmering Ashes. Don't die again. Every time guard comes back from doing something, we're about to fucking get aced. Ooh, that Kopesh is worth a bit. Maybe we'll repair that and sell it. This is not. We scrap that. Yes. Acceptable. Away we go. See, that I had to massage my brain a little bit just then. That was a... Common sight comes into view, an isolated gathering of homes with no names in the process of being raided. Figure of all shapes and sizes dart from home to home, taking anything that isn't nailed down or fighting back. In the distance, a stockier figure dressed in the blacksmith apron is holding their ground, cutting bandits down left, right, and center. However, they show signs of beginning to slow down. Save the guy? We're a little banged up. If this is a real fight, I think this is just an event. Ah, Budareka. Yeah. Company staggers forward. Someone throws a spear to as a herald to your advance. Remarkably finds a mark in one of the bravery looters. Some of this dialogue is broken. We just rescued a blacksmith. Yes! Somebody's in. Somebody is in, baby. That next chat message. Next chat message. Gets priority. Not counting Budareka just returning. This is a... Ah! He's done it. You're a female blacksmith with a shamshear, which is kind of crazy. We want you... You're kind of a liability at the moment, and your stats aren't great. 65 melee skill starting is not the worst in the world. You're aggressive. You're ailing. More poison damage. Background farrier. Are you going to be like a... You might just be the company blacksmith and not take fights. You might just be the repair salvage guy. Increases maximum tool storage. Reduces tool storage by 4%. Spare parts. I'm fine with that. You will live. You will not die, which is the nice thing. I think you'll still appear in fights if we get, like, ambushed or jumped. Right? Adaptive. Slaughterer. Clarity. I'm trying to look for the... Ambushes do not include people in reserve. Ah, okay. I think by necessity, we have to take him into fights to level him up. One of my reservists is a mage. Oh yeah, I can never find like a true mage background. It's very difficult. Like, you get the Valas for free in Legend, but I've never encountered, like, a hireable mage. Outside of, like, the cheat one the adventuring party start. Dead brother going back to life against me is so annoying. Gotta kill them necromancers, man. There's a fun effect that happens. Well, maybe not fun. But there's an effect that happens when the undead event is occurring. Where even in fights where there is no necromancer present... random dudes will start to get up from like the necromantic energies from the undead like crisis just make it so